Okay, who has good handwriting? When you were a little kid in school, you always got compliments on your handwriting. It obviously wasn't me. And you people at home don't count because it's hard when you're laying down in bed to write. It's very difficult. Who had good handwriting in school? I know it's one of the girls. You have good handwriting in school? Come on up. You are our model for the day. Oh, here we go with the excuses. Okay, close that for me on your way by if you would. And at home, you're not going to be able to see the board very well, so you might want to jot this down because we're going to solve for it today. Never again will you be able to say, I don't understand. I'm not sure what's going on. I don't know what to do. You'll never be able to say that again. If you ever say that again, I'm going to remind you of today and I'm going to humiliate the living hell out of you. Okay? You'll never, you can say other things, but you can't say, I don't know. Okay? At home. You ready? Okay. So it's a 3-step program. It's really very simple. Very, very simple. And we're going to see how simple it is today. Very hard to do. You probably won't do it, but it's very simple. Okay. The 3-step program works like this. The first step is meet 10 people a day. New people, meet 10 new people a day. Okay. See, let me talk slower so everybody can get it. Meet 10 new people a day. Well, what people? I don't care. As long as they like to live inside, I don't care. All right. All right. Not people you already know, new people. Your day's not over until you've met the 10th new person. Now, if you meet the 10th new person by 10:30 this morning, then go sit by the pool the rest of the day. It's supposed to be very nice outside. I don't care. You done. This is your job. I don't know what you thought it was going to be like when you went and got your real estate license. I know all the little fantasies and visions that we all had in our head. It's not true. Either get out or adjust. Meeting 10 new people a day is your job. Consciously or unconsciously, when you enrolled in pre-license, you said, it's because I want to meet at least 10 new people every day. That's what you were saying. It might not have been what you thought you were saying, but it is. That's the deal with the devil you make. If you are unwilling to do that, you are unwilling to do what's necessary to make any money at all in this business. Okay? Can I be any more emphatic? The single biggest problem, everybody within the sound of my voice, every real estate agent in Atlanta, what's their single biggest problem? Okay. Nobody knows who they are. You don't have enough customers. Watch, Diane, you have enough customers right now. Tracy, Atticus, does anybody say, I think I have enough customers right now to get me to where I want to be? Anybody at home? No, I know. 50,000 real estate agents in Atlanta, Georgia, 1.8 million across the country. Every single one of them, no matter how much business they're doing, says, I don't have enough customers. I need more customers. How can I get more customers? What can I do? And people are selling you the biggest bullshit reasons on the planet. And they're making a ton of money off of you doing it. I could too. All you have to do is one thing. Understand it when you bump into it that they are saying to you, we understand you and we understand how to make a ridiculous amount of money off of you. We just have to do one thing. What is that one thing? How could I make more money than you at a closing table? What would I have to do?
Sell leads And it's just this guy.
Why would you give me more than half of your income? What dynamic would I have to put in place where you go, yeah, I do that. I give you more than I make.
So,
And how would I guarantee it to you? Well, it's all bullshit.
yeah.
What does anybody, because I want you to recognize it when it's happening to you. What is that? A home? Come on, chat in here. How can I?
They constantly call us and say that they can sell us the lead and you don't have to pay to the closing.
You
table.
don't have to play to the closing table and you will sell your soul to the devil as long as I don't have to pay anything up front. That I will give you 35, 40, 50. Go get on some team and you're going to end up giving 50 to 60% of your income. Do you know what Mark Spain's splits are transitioning to now? Because on his billboard, he says, we set your appointments for you. And that's exactly what we want. What is his split?
I think you told me it's 90 for them, 10% for the.
90, 82, not yet, 92, 8.
It was even worse.
92, 8. You get 8, he gets 92. He's got a couple hundred agents very willing to do it. Why? I only have to pay him at closing. Well, Zillow takes 40. Uh-huh. All of these people, you will sell your soul to the devil as long as you don't have to invest in yourself up front, as long as you don't have to take any upfront risk. And I say, well, I'll give you a leads program, $300 a month, nothing at closing. And everybody tells me, oh, Mike, you should take half. You should take half at closing. They'll do it. I'm like, I know they will do it, but we're not doing that. It's what everybody else does. Even our office up and coming. They got a leads program. You get, theirs is with Zillow. You give Zillow 40% right off the top, and then Century 21 Results will split 50-50 with you after you paid FMLS. And you'll get a bill every month. But you don't have to pay anything if you don't close. And I'm like, well, that's just so ridiculous. But here's what they're not telling you. They're not telling you the 3 steps so that you don't have to do that shit. Your day's not over. You don't get your ass dressed and get to work. And your day's not over until you've met your 10th person. Okay. So let's just assume you did that. You won't, but let's just assume that you did. You won't impose minimum standards on yourself. That's what you like about being self-employed is you do whatever the hell you feel like whenever the hell you feel like it. And you're not going to make any money. But if you did do it, now what do you do with the 10 people? Okay. Well, let's figure it out. So the whole purpose of meeting 10 people a day or more is to get them in your CRM. So Diane, this is where I'm going to need you. Now, when you get them into your CRM, your database, what is it that you want in there? So let's just start with the most basic. What's the first thing you want to enter into your CRM with these 10 people? Their name, that would be a good place to start. And then let's figure out what their information is. So their name, what else do you want to put in there? Okay. Okay. Just like that. Email, phone number, phone. What else? Okay. Address. What else? Okay. Employment. Okay. What else? Okay. Personal notes. Okay. Good. What else? Birthday. Yeah. Birthday. What else? Children.
And their names and spouse's names. Try to put all of that in.
We're going to break Diane. She ain't going to be able to write that shit down. See, I can write fast. You just can't read it. What else? Okay, so you set up a campaign. Uh-huh. What else? Yeah, spouse. Okay. What else?
everything else.
What is everything else? See, if you say that, then people go, well, I didn't know what else. I said, well, everything else. Well, I don't know what that is. What is everything else?
Based on the conversation that you had with them.
We got personal
like you
notes.
said, without, the
How about anniversary dates? Is that important to them?
What?
Anniversary dates. Uh-huh. How about pets? Hobbies? Okay, these are some, and you can keep going on. You can make this a very long list. The better your CRM is, the more robust, comprehensive it is. So ideally, this will be a never-ending project the rest of your career. But ideally, you have all this stuff and more on every person with little reminders set up so that you get a reminder today that, hey, don't forget that Friday is Diane's birthday. So why would I want to know that today? Yeah. Who's ever gotten a birthday card from Jane and I? You have? Okay. If you haven't, you either haven't been here during your birthday or we just didn't like you that much.
That or not.
Yeah, but your birthday is January 2nd.
With some. On social media, I did.
You didn't get a regular birthday card? You don't check your mail that often. Are you a grown-ass woman? You apparently don't do everything online. Okay, well, I did my job. If she won't go to her damn mailbox, I can't help that. Look, this is, see, I don't like coaching at this level, so I'm going to do this quickly and move on. Go online, go to Amazon, buy a whole freaking box of a gross or grosses of cards so that you have them right there. And when your CRN goes, bing, it's Diane's birthday, you just reach in the drawer and pull out the most appropriate birthday cards. You don't have to go to the drugstore one at a time and buy a birthday card, right? Y'all get this, right? So it's not that like we didn't care about your birthday, but like you're not the only person in our life that has a birthday, but I can't be told on her birthday that it's her birthday, or I can't acknowledge it, right? So like you have to want to. When you want to, you'll figure this out. Okay. But this is the point. You're meeting 10 people a day and you're imposing minimum standards on yourself, which is what businesses do. And you say, well, my day's not over. So if the kids have a soccer game tonight at 5 o'clock and you haven't met your 10th person, you go, I can't go. I didn't get my work done. This is what people with real jobs making real money, this is what they say in their life. I'm going to be late tonight. Why? I didn't get my shit done today. I have to stay and get it done. Said no real estate agent in the history of the world. And that's why you don't make any money. Okay. And you won't make any money until you start managing yourself this way. And if you don't want to, well, see, we got rid of one. Now, that's all it took. That took 10 minutes. Good. If you don't want to, then you won't, but don't be shocked when you don't make any money. 10 people a day, and you got to get them into your CRM, and ideally you want all this stuff. Now, if I just met somebody last night, is it likely that I have all this stuff? No. Who's ever gotten a survey from us, the company, saying, hey, we want to know more about you. Please tell us these things. Oh, we've sent it to you multiple times. And if you're acting like, I don't think I ever got it right, you don't even know what's going on in this world. Even it's in your mailbox. You don't even go to your mailbox. It's in your inbox. You don't know. It's on Workplace. You don't know. There is no help for you. There is no help for you. I have no suggestions, no thoughts, no advice. You're so disengaged with your own real estate business that you don't even know what's going on. But we're constantly asking, hang around. We'll ask you again. And we're going to keep asking till we get all this information on everybody. Why? I want to get sticky with you. Do I think that you don't want me to get sticky with you? No, I think what you think. I think people aren't paying that much attention. So when I send you stuff and it's a pretty simple, easy, no fuss request, you don't even know it. Why? You're just walking around in a daze most of the time. Life's overwhelming you. You have no organizational ability at all. That's what I think. And I'm pretty sure I'm right about that. I don't think you don't care. I don't think you don't want to. Like, I'm not giving you that stuff. I don't think that. I think life's overwhelming you and you barely can make your socks match every day. That's what I think. And the people that can make their socks match every day go, yeah, sure, no problem. Okay. But this is why I'm meeting 10 people a day, because I want to build. Now, imagine who's got their phone with them. Tracy, you've got your phone. You must be important.
No, it's off.
Well, then why do you need it?
Just. Yeah.
Okay, but since you brought it anyhow, do some math. Okay. 10 people a day times 5 days a week. So you can take 2 days a week, sweetie pie. You don't have to do this for all you delicate little snowflakes out there. Like, we wouldn't want you to break a nail or anything, or get up, get dressed, and come to work. We wouldn't want you to do that. Okay, what's that? 50. How many weeks in a month? 4 times 4. How many? What's that? 200 times how many months in a year? Times 12. 2,400? Is that 2,400? Yeah, I've done this a few times. That's 2,400 people a year. Multiply 2,400 times 3%. 3% of the US population is going to move each year. Okay, that's how many people you would be connected to 1 year from today that are going to move. 72. You are connected. If you do this, 10 people a day, 5 days a week for the next year, 1 year from today, you'll be able to say, I am connected to 72 transaction sites. Now, you'd have to be a special kind of crazy to think that you're going to capture every single one of them. What's 72 times 20%? 20% is a reasonable capture. 14.4. 14 to 15 transaction sites is what you could reasonably expect to close if you did 10 people a day, 5 days a week. You would be able to say, I should minimum be able to close. See, we ran 2 off now. That wasn't hard. It only took me 15 minutes. Oh, this one's coming back. There's 15 transaction sites a year. Just meet 10 new people a day and get them into your CRM and build out all this information. How do I get it? Ask them for it. You'd be surprised how narcissistic people are. They actually want you to know all this stuff about them so you can pay attention to them. You just have to ask them for it. Hey, Atticus, when's your birthday? June 3rd. Okay. See, that wasn't hard. See how easily he gave it up? Steve, you're married. What is your, oh, this is dangerous. Now we could get Steve in trouble. What is your anniversary date? Very clever of you. He said his birthday, October. See, it's not hard. Just ask him. My dog's birthday. My dog's name is Rena. Her birthday is March 31st. I ain't got no problem telling you. I think it's a little strange that you ask, but okay. Oh, you want my wife to love you forever? Send my dog a birthday card. She'll think you're the sweetest person on the world. We'll think it's funny, and then we'll think you're sweet. People get attached to their pets. March 31st. If you're clever, my wife will walk around the house for a month going, I just like that Atticus. Just ask them. People will give it up. And if they're not as familiar to you, you might come up with clever little ways of getting it out of them. Like Jeanette, are you a Leo? You're not? You're a Taurus, which means your birthday must be when? It's in May. God, I would have thought you were a Leo. I don't even know what the hell I'm saying. But see how easy? May what? May 14th. Okay. Had me fooled. See how easy that was? If you want to, all of you are more than clever enough when you want to. You have holes in your database right now. Fill them. That's your job. Okay. Let's say that you did this. You won't, and it breaks my heart because most of you have really good people skills. For some crazy reason, you actually like people and you enjoy being around them, and most of them kind of like you. But you want to get salesy for some reason, but then you won't do the salesy activities because it makes you feel uncomfortable. I mean, there's a level of psychosis going on here, which is really hard to understand. Just go be nice to people. Is that so hard? Jeanette, can you be nice to people? Okay, you need more people to be nice to, right? Okay. 1 year from today, you've got 2,400 plus however many you already have today in your database. Okay? And you've spent the whole freaking year building out the information and going every day going, yeah, these people, I don't have their home address and I need to get it. And so how can I get it? What's a way of doing it? And this is the stuff you ought to be asking me when you get stuck. Like, I got all these people, I don't have their home address, or I don't know their dog's birthday. How can I get it in a way that doesn't seem weird? And my contention is when you want to, those are the kind of questions you'll be asking. And when you don't give a shit, it won't even occur to you to try. So just think about where you are in the business. You could be that right up into this very second, you just don't give a shit. And you're just going to help people that come to you and say, would you please help me? Okay, that's fine. It won't be that many people, but that's all you really want. If you wanted more, it would be bothering you every day. But a year from today, you got 2,400 plus the people you had in there. And over the course of the year, you've been building out all this information on them, and it's never going to be perfect, but you're trying. You got 2,400 people. 72 of them are going to move. You just don't know which 72. That's the hard part. Okay. Now, of those 2,400 people, what are you going to do to get sticky with them after you have the information? So I'm going to need you again now. So down the right side are the actions. This is stickiness. So, okay, I've got Atticus in my CRM, and I've been trying to get as much as I can get out of him because it helps me. Now, because I met him one time and because I got him in my CRM, doesn't mean I have any awareness going on in his mind of me. Is that fair to say? I'm just somebody he met one time at this thing. I have to be the most arrogant of arrogant to think that I made some lasting impression on him. And when the time comes for him to move in the next decade, he's going to remember me. Like, think of how horribly arrogant you have to be to imagine that you have that kind of impression on somebody from just bumping into them every once in a while. Like, that's not going to happen. I got to stay sticky with him. So, how do we stay sticky? What's an action? A monthly newsletter. Okay. What's another action? Okay, at home, you can chime in on chat too. Wake up. Wake up. Wake up. Wake up. You could call them. Okay. You could. What else could you do?
Put them on your home.
Put them on your hot. No, don't write that down.
Really?
Okay.
Campaign.
Well, what is your holiday campaign?
It's just an email that says like, happy Cinco de Mayo. And Merry Christmas. So that we shouldn't be using the tools that we have? Okay, I'll take it back.
Yes, but not in such a god awful horrible way. So that shit that I got this weekend from almost everybody is shit. It's, and I like you, and I say, I don't know what you thought you were sending out to people on Sunday. It's shit. Generic, canned, spammy, salesy shit. So if you say your holiday campaign has some unique, personal, differentiated, I go, okay. But if you say your holiday campaign is Happy Cinco de Mayo, here's a Mexican recipe that's not really Mexican, it's Americanized Taco Bell recipe. I'm sorry, Taco Bell is Mexican food. Mexicans actually find that offensive.
The Mexicans don't celebrate Cinco de Mayo.
I know. That's right. And by the way, it's so trite and worn out and just shitty. It's what people that don't want to do anything do and then claim that they took an action. I'm like, really? You said Happy Cinco de Mayo to me? And like, oh, well, don't forget Stevie D when time comes to move. No, don't write that down. What's another action? A handwritten note, okay? What's another action? Video text. What's another action? Social media. You're going to have to write faster. Sacrifice neatness for speed. Video text, social media. Oh, thank you, Heather Gale. One person in this whole damn company, and activate those cameras for me, please, ladies. Heather Gale says your weekly video message that you send out via email. So call it email video. Uh-huh. Right. What's another action? A podcast. What's another action? What's that mean? Don't write that down. What's that mean? What's it? No, what? I was asking you what does neighborhood news mean? Okay, a market report. Okay, I'll go along with that. Okay, market report. What's another action? You got away with that one. Kaya? Events? Good. What's another action? Mhm. Stackings. Hmm? Well, good. Do you have any other opinions you want to share with us? You know what I think is important? I think they're all important. Which one's the most important? Any one of them by themselves is total bullshit. It's not going anywhere. Nothing's going to happen. Nothing. Where things happen, where you met 10 people a day and you get them into your CRM and you build out all this data on them, each person, and you complete these actions, all of them in its totality is a very strong and repeatable, duplicatable real estate business, one that I would buy from you. I would pay you a lot of money to go away and turn that over to me. Century 21 did that with me. Truckloads of money, turn it over to us. Well, why don't you, we'll throw a little teaser on, you stick around for a while. Why? It's a duplicatable, repeatable business. And I could be sitting down in the islands on the beach. Nobody would know it. They'd still be getting all my contacts and all my message forever. And they'd go, hadn't this guy died yet? I see people doing this. She was a friend of mine and she had one of the strongest real estate businesses in Beverly Hills of anybody on the planet. And she died of cancer last November. I know, it's really sad. And she's younger than me. And I got a marketing message from her 6 days ago, which is really very newsworthy considering she died back in November. Somebody bought her business and Joyce's business keeps on. And Joyce just is, well, Joyce isn't going to be able to meet with you on Wednesday. Do you mind if one of our team members comes out? Truth is, Joyce died 6 months ago. I have a friend of mine who's a dentist. Next Wednesday, he closes, he's selling his dental practice to another dentist. Well, you're not telling anybody. It just keeps going. How come I never see Dr. So-and-so anymore? Well, he's kind of semi-retired, but he still comes in and keeps his hands in the business. When you build a contact base like this, you could sell it. You could sit on the beach and operate it. The old joke is when you get your business to the point where you could sell it, you wouldn't want to sell it. You could just operate it from the beach. If you met 10 people a day, every day, 5 days a week, you build out robust information on them, and you did a really good job of staying sticky with them over the years, you would just become their family's real estate agent. They really wouldn't know why. They wouldn't put any significance to it. You're just their real estate agent. Why? Because you just are. That's how you do it. That's your job. That's why I want you to get up and get dressed and come here today. And some of you think, well, I can do it from home. There's nothing I can't do that I have to do from work no, I kind of almost agree with that. Not quite, but you won't. You won't. But what, I'm not sure. So I'm here, but so what do I, well, you do this. This is what you do. You should be putting together your monthly newsletter, making sphere of influence calls, sending out handwritten note cards every day, sending out video text messages, social media content, your weekly video message, 30 seconds that you email out to everybody. You do a podcast. We didn't put blog up there, but you should do a blog too. You have a little market report that you send out. You organize events and invite people to attend. You set up stacking meetings with the 10 people that you met before. And we haven't even talked about showing homes or going on any appointments or attending closings or any of that stuff. That's not your job. This is your job. That stuff, showing homes, that's because you did your job. The number one problem everybody has on the Zoom and in the room, all throughout Atlanta, all throughout the country is what? What's your number one problem? No, you don't have enough customers. That's in its simplest. I just don't have enough customers. Well, of course you don't, because you're resisting doing this. So you're never going to have enough customers. You don't know enough people. Enough people don't know you. And then you start trying to play the game of, okay, but of the people that I do know, of the prospects that I have generated, Mike, how do I get them to do what I want them to do? And I go, I have no idea. I can't get you to do what I want you to do that would be good for you. I have no idea how to get grown-ups to do what they don't want to do. Don't ask me questions like that. I don't have any answers for you. You're trying to solve for the wrong problem. You don't have enough people. You need more people. They only move once every 10 years. You're in really big ticket sales. I mean, does anybody in the room buy a new car every year? Yeah. Does anybody at home buy a new car? Is anybody a car person and they get a new car every year? See, this stool it sinks really slowly. I started off up here for you people on the Zoom. I was up at the top of the screen and now you can just barely see the top of my head. It might be better, but that's just kind of weird. You look over and go, wow, I've shrunk 3 feet in a. Well, you don't buy a new car every year, but what if a car salesman has bills to pay? He might want you to, he might need you to. And you go, well, I don't care. I don't care what you need. I'm not buying a new car every year. That's ridiculous, right? The people that you know, which isn't enough, they're not going to move every year just because you have bills to pay. You need enough people to support your goals. That's it. And you don't. That's your problem. Don't get confused by it. Don't pretty it up. Don't gloss over it. I just don't know enough people. Well, when you get to the heart of the matter, when you really do, then you can choose or choose not to solve for that. Okay. So my problem is I don't have enough prospects. I don't know enough people. I might be doing some of the right things, some, not all, but I'm not doing it with enough people. So it won't really matter. You can have whatever goal you want. You could do all the actions on the right side with too few people and be really confused and frustrated of why you're not hitting your goal. Because I'm doing everything you said. I go, yeah, you're just not doing it with enough people. You didn't give yourself a chance to reach your goals. You never had a chance from the beginning. You're trying to get too small of people to do things that they're not going to do. It's just not realistic. You're not going to buy a new car every year, right? They're not going to move every year just because you want them to, right? Okay. You need more people. And the really good news is I'm looking around the room and on the screen here, and I don't see anybody who's really offensive. Well, maybe somebody, but nobody. Shireen's looking around. Who is it that's really offensive? I'm just messing with you. Most of you got into real estate because at some level, you know, you have good soft skills. Like you do well with people. You get along with people pretty well. And I would agree with you. You do. Jeanette, you're a very likable young woman. Very likable. I know nobody that says, yeah, she's a bitch. I don't like her. Bitch. I don't know. Nobody says that. Not where I heard it. So what's the problem? I think our problem is this. We got it out of order. We think that our job is to show homes, go on appointments, and attend closings. That's what we thought the job was. But you don't have anybody to show homes to today. And they don't seem to, of the people you do have, they don't seem to be in a very big hurry. Like they're, we attach, well, they're just not motivated. Well, they might be, but excuse me, if I'm going to take my time and make a good decision here and explore all my options. Well, I need closings in the next 30 days. You're a bad prospect. Buyers are liars. Oh, come on. We talk like that. I know you think like that. You get mad at them for not doing what would be best for you. And in the same breath, act like you care about, I'm the fairy godmother. I'm your fairy godmother of real estate. As if all she cares about is the well-being of her customers. Liar, 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 pants on fire. As if she's just totally altruistic and an angel sent for heaven just to nurture her people. That's fine, then do that. That means you can't ever get frustrated. And if you can't pay your bills, you go, well, but my people are taken care of. Take care of more people. If you are this angel sent for heaven, would you take care of me too, please? I could use a guardian angel. More people and more sticky. This is your job. And because this is your job, do it first every day. And you're probably not going to do it from home. Stephanie, you are fully capable of doing almost all of this. There's nothing that you can't do from home that you could do from here. You just won't. And that's my contention. And if you're that person, then show me the results. And if you can't show me the results, then you're a liar. Well, you're either a liar or you're the worst salesperson in Atlanta. I don't pick which one. Because if I'm doing all of this every day and I'm not getting results, then you suck. And maybe real estate isn't what you were created for. But then I don't really think that very many of you just suck that bad. If you did this every day, I think even the least among us would sell homes. You might have to have more people in your database and do more actions than other people, because that was me. How did I do so well as an agent? I'll tell you, it's no big secret. I just outworked you. I wasn't that good. You might think I was good now, but I was there before and I wasn't. I mean, yeah, after 37 years, do the same shit every day for 37 years, and you can sound like you know what you're doing. I just outwork you. And for some of you, that is your answer. You just have to work harder than other people do. And you might not be willing to do that. Okay, well, boo-hoo. I don't know what to tell you. You suck. Work harder. Some of you don't have to work as hard to get better results. Good for you. I mean, I really hate your guts behind your back, but to your face, good for you. This is your job. Get it done. This is why when I say get up, get dressed, and come to work, when you get here, this is what I want you to do. You need to be building out that CRM. You need to know where your holes are, and you need to be doing it's all of the actions together that create some minimal awareness on other people's part. You think if Geico could run one TV commercial and get results that they wouldn't? You think they're spending all that money when knowing they don't? No, they know they have to run those shitty commercials at you all the time. And then when you get that renewal notice with the big rate increase from your current insurance company, that's whose name I need to call Geico. That's why they do it. And that's why we're doing it. Because any one of those things on the right side, it's going nowhere. The weekly video message that you send out in an embedded video email. Yeah, I think it's important. Well, I do that. Well, I mean, it's one thing to do. It's not the thing. There's not a the thing. If there was, we'd be doing it. That's all we'd talk about. Just do this. And you go, I can do that. That's what I wanted. I can get that done by 9 o'clock, and then I can sit by the pool all day. Do this in the morning. All these things every day. This is your job. Now, you have a choice. You can or you cannot choose to do your job. But because you choose not to, doesn't change reality. And that's the problem. For those of you that are frustrated and dismayed and a little concerned because you have bills to pay and you're getting further and further behind, it is just simply because don't put bullshit around it. Don't wrap it in bacon. It might make it taste better, but it's still shit. Well, I could wrap bacon around my dog's food. It would taste better to me, wouldn't it, than dog food? I'd still be eating dog food. It just has bacon around it. Chris, you used to run a restaurant. You can put enough butter on stuff to make anything taste good. Is that fair? You ever do that? Like we were at a restaurant one time. I asked my wife, why did their steak taste so much better than what I make at home? And she goes, probably the stick of butter they have on it. I'm like, they put butter on their steaks? And she looks at me like I'm the stupidest person on the planet. She goes, yes. I'm like, well, why would anybody put butter on their steaks? Chris, why would you put butter on a steak? It makes it taste better. It'll fucking kill you. But that's not, as a restaurant owner, you weren't concerned about my health, were you? No, was it? Don't wrap bacon around your bullshit. It's still bullshit. This is your job. Choose to do it or choose not to do it. That's what being self-employed is right there. You get to choose. I don't get to choose for you. You get to choose. But don't be dismayed. Don't be confused. Don't be frustrated. Just say, well, I'm just not willing to do this. Oh, okay. Well, does it have to be 10 people a day? It doesn't. 10's just an easy number to multiply by. It can be whatever you want it to be. Well, how do I know what my number should be? Well, the math's pretty easy. 10 people a day times 5 days a week times 12 months a year is 2,400 people a year times 3%. That's 72 transaction sites. You ain't capturing them all. What's a reasonable capture rate? A good one, if you do, we're going to do everything on the right-hand side, I think 20% is a achievable number. I'm probably not going to do all that stuff. Maybe 5%. But if 10 people a day would come out to about 14, 15 transaction sides a year, and notice that you didn't have to make any cold calls to assholes. You didn't have to spend, well, go down the right side. What requires a big spend? Handwritten note, you got to buy a stamp and, maybe you buy some stationery. What else? What else cost you money? Stacking meetings, you got to buy the coffee. Like you'll have to buy the coffee at Starbucks. See, we're not talking about spending money. So you can't say I can't afford to. All you can say is, I just don't want to. That's fine. 10 a day. It doesn't have to be your number. Some of you are going 15 a year is not enough. I'm like, okay, well, get the number up. Some of you go, I don't really need to do 15. Like 5 for me would be enough. Okay, it doesn't have to be 10 then. But that's how you can go. What is it per week, per month, per year? Multiply it times 3%, multiply that number times 20%. That's the most business you will probably be able to capture. No FISBOs, no expireds, no door knocking. Just meet 10 people a day. Questions? Good. Stephanie's going to a Rotary Club meeting today. I do a yearly Zoom with past clients. Good. Those are one thing. Now, I don't care how do you get to your 10. Stephanie, you might meet 10 new people today. Now look, shaking people's hands doesn't count. Okay. Being introduced to somebody when you get back, well, in Stephanie's case, when you get back home and after you take your nap this afternoon, can you enter them into your database? At least get started. Usually that's why, even in today's world, business cards come in handy. Atticus, do you have a card? Oh, great. Now I can get started. Do I have everything I need? No, but I got reasons to follow up with him now. Atticus, we're doing a project at work, a research project, and we're trying to determine what month of the year most people were born in. What's the most popular birth month of the year? So real quick question, what month were you born? June. Thanks. Thanks for playing with me today. I really appreciate it. What day? June 3rd. Okay, good. Good. Thanks, buddy. I really appreciate your help. Help me win our contest. I know. When you want to, you will come up with stuff like that. And when you don't want to, you'll say things like, well, I couldn't think of anything. I don't know. I don't know when his birthday is. And I go, yeah, you just don't care. When you care, you will. Make sense? Questions? Okay, then I want to finish with one quick question. Why won't you? Why won't you? Okay, well, you're just parroting. She said her goals just don't matter to her. That's true, but I think I've heard that somewhere before. But why don't your goals matter? Why won't you? I mean, do you not believe me? Hey, so you're trying to live somebody else's life? Okay. No, I agree. I think sometimes that's why I say you have goals that just aren't that important to you. You adopted somebody else's goals, or you like the way it sounds, or you want to like try to control how people think about you, but it's not really important to you. If it was important to you, you would do it.
Comfortable, convenient.
Okay,
It's different than.
okay. Do you not like people? Well, then why that? Okay, so she said not really. Then you have to help me understand something. Why do you go around the office talking to everybody then? If you don't like them, what, then you just mind your own business and stay in. Well, if somebody's wrapping an extra layer of bacon around that bullshit. Okay, I don't know. But nobody at home, because I don't make my goals as much of a priority as I should because I put other needs before me. Ooh, how many people agree with that? I put other people's needs ahead of my own. Well, all of you with children do that. Diane, do you do that? You have two boys, you put their needs ahead of yours? Uh-huh. You know that makes you a bad mother. It does, it makes you, you know, your two boys don't want you to do that. I mean, it might sound like they do, but they really don't. It makes them feel horribly insecure. You know, so Stevie and Chris might be able to relate. You were kind of generational. Children are to be seen and not heard. Something happened in our society somewhere along the way. I don't know what day it was, but where the children became the focus in the household. And you know, that's not healthy. No family psychologist would tell you that that's healthy, where the children are the priority. The relationship, the adults are the priority, and the children feel it. Children are to be seen and not heard. And children function much better when they're not the center of everybody's universe. There's an opinion for you, but I'm right. When you put other people, how are you going to take care of everybody else in your life? These two boys that you would say are so important to you, how are you going to take care of them if you don't take care of you? What, you hear what she said? I'm going to find somebody to take care of you. That is what you said. Is, oh, I thought you said, I'm going to find somebody to take care of me. And I go, now that's a strategy. Okay, let's go to work.